Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to do things a little different than all my other videos. I'm actually going to make something that I've never done before, but I've always wanted to. As you already know by the title of the video, I am attempting to make some croissants. Now, if you are a baker or you know anything about breads, you probably know that croissants are one of the hardest breads to make. I'm going to make them gluten-free. So wish me luck. So the recipe I'm going to be using I found online by this lady named Kim, also known as Let Them Eat Gluten-Free Cake, and I will add the link to this recipe down below in the description box. So the first thing I have to do is create a gluten-free blend that she has created herself. I'm sure that I can use probably like a regular gluten-free mix, but I'm not going to risk that. I love that she uses the scale for, I think, most of her measurements. Yes, if you have not invested in a scale, I highly recommend. It is a life changer. Okay, so first I'm gonna add some potato starch, 285 grams. I went over. That's okay. No, I'm not gonna. I am not gonna play around. Next, I will need 250 grams of white rice flour. Just said I'm not gonna play around, but clearly I am because I have brown rice flour, but it's rice, so I really hope it doesn't make a difference. Next, 75 grams of tapioca flour. Just made it. 15 grams of xanthan gum. I don't know how to say that.
Xanthan gum.
15 grams of xanthan gum. And finally, I will need some whey protein isolate. And unfortunately, I don't have that. So I guess we're done. I'm just kidding. We're gonna have to compromise and use this. So this is organic raw pumpkin seed protein powder, and it's literally just pumpkin seeds, like grind it up. I have hope. And it's only 75 grams, so maybe that's like not too bad. Seems like 75 grams is more than I thought. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyways, now I mix it and I have created some gluten-free bread dough, flour blend. Gluten-free bread flour blend. Okay, so the next step is to create the actual dough. What I will have to do is add all the dry ingredients into a stand mixer, and then add the milk, eggs, and butter. Okay, I'm gonna use this again. So I'm gonna start with 420 grams of the blend that I just made. Not too much. Next is 2 tablespoons of psyllium husks.
Psyllium husks.
Psyllium husks. So 2 tablespoons of psyllium husks. 1 teaspoon of fine sea salt. I'm gonna use some fine Himalayan pink salt because that is all I have. 1 teaspoon baking powder. 1 tablespoon and 3/4 of a teaspoon of fast-acting yeast. Next Next is 100 grams of sugar. I'm just gonna use monk fruit sugar instead. Now we're gonna blend this up with an actual blender. Okay, so next I need 85 grams of butter, 1 cup of milk, and 2 large eggs. Just a quick interruption for today's sponsor. I'm just kidding. I messed up. I was supposed to do the milk first and then the butter. Also, totally not the tool I'm supposed to be using for this, but I can't find the actual one, so it's gonna have to do. And this is exactly why it's not the right tool. I think I'm just better off doing it with my hands. I'm just gonna totally go for it and use my hands because that is not gonna work. It does say I'm supposed to mix it for 5 minutes. Good thing I didn't work out today because I'm about to have an arm workout. This is such a weird feeling. It does feel a little too wet for dough, but I'm just gonna trust it and not add any more flour. Okay. Now what? Ugh. Also, if you decide to do this with your hands, make sure you wash your hands beforehand because a lot happens. Okay, I just spent like 300 years washing my hands. And I got dough all the way up to my elbow. I don't know how, but I did. But I'm back. And I'm ready to continue. Okay, so my SD card got full and I don't know where I stopped talking, but pretty much I had to put the dough in the center of the bowl, make it look like, I guess, nice, and I didn't want to use my hands again, so I tried to use just like a spoon, and it actually didn't turn out too bad. I think it's gonna be okay. I think it's gonna work. Okay, so that's what the dough looks like. I'm just gonna cover that up and let it stay in the fridge overnight. I'll see you tomorrow. Hey guys, it is the next day. I am ready to make these croissants. I hope you are ready to watch me make these croissants. I have not looked at the dough yet. I'm a little nervous, but oh, I just looked. Kind of. I'm nervous because I don't know if it has risen enough. It has not at all. Oh my gosh. I mean, there's no going back now, so maybe it wasn't supposed to rise. Okay, so we actually don't need this right now. I'm gonna be making the butter block that goes, I guess, inside the croissants. It says that I have to soften the butter with 2 tablespoons of that gluten-free blend that I made yesterday. 1, 3 for good luck. For some reason, I thought I can just mix it with my fork. No. We are gonna use this cool little tool instead. let's just say that butter went flying everywhere. Okay, so next I'm supposed to put the butter into a Ziploc bag and roll it out. Okay, now I have to refrigerate this. Okay, so for the fun stuff, the assembling. So pretty much I have to do this until it is smooth. Okay, that feels pretty smooth to me. Okay, so I'm supposed to roll it out, then cover it, put it in the freezer for 10 minutes, take it out, flip it, and then do the same thing. I don't know why, but there must be some sort of science to it, and we're just gonna trust it. Okay, so now I'm going to place my butter on my dough. This does not look pretty. And then we're gonna take this bottom half, fold it over, and then we're gonna take the top half and fold that over. So now I'm going to just press the butter and the dough instead of rolling it out so that it elongates both the butter and the dough. And then once that is done, I can start rolling it out. Okay, so now I'm gonna fold it like a book. And then now I ended up with 4 different folds. Okay, so now I'm going to roll it out again and repeat what I just did. Okay, so I just did a bunch of rolling, a bunch of folding, and now I'm going to place it onto a parchment paper and put it back into the fridge for half an hour. Okay, so it has been half an hour, and I am ready to cut and shape the croissants. These smell phenomenal.